What up, guys? It's your boy King Joffy Joe 413 back with another one.
I see you, haters.
What's going on, guys? How you guys doing? Chilling? You already know me, chilling like always. That's what today is. Today's a day a lot of you been waiting for. Some of you haven't been waiting for, but some of you have been waiting for. But first, before we start this video, let me make sure I tell you guys this video is made for educational purposes and entertainment purposes only. That's the only reason I'm making this video, because some of us may not know. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you don't know, you need someone to tell you. So, some of you guys want to save some money like me, so you figure out how to do stuff on your own. You know what I'm saying? I figured out how to do something on my own. I would like to share it with you guys. I would like to share it to let you guys know how I got to the end result that I was trying to get to by going the way I went. And you can probably use that way if you wanted to, but I'm not telling you have to. But if you do want to, all the links will be down in the description. But what we talking about? Stabilizer day, guys. Come over here. It's a little ugly over here. I got little wires. I didn't clean up my wires from my other stuff, but DIY stabilizer, it's on there. So see this line right here? This is what I had this on my bike for a while. So you see this line right here? This line right here tells you that it didn't move. And I got one back there that tells you that moved. So definitely perfect. It's gonna work. That's my answers to my testing that I was doing to see if this project was gonna work. It is gonna work. So time for me to bring it to you guys. So what you're gonna need is, I purchased this from my man Jeff. My man Jeff sent this over. You know Jeff, all y'all know Jeff. I know everybody know Jeff Bezos. You know what I'm saying? He sent this over to me. DIY stabilizer. It's not called DIY stabilizer, but it's a stabilizer. It's I think about $50. Not saying you could get one. You don't have to get one, but if you did want to get one, you can purchase these on Amazon. Link down in the description. Nice. What else I'm gonna be using for this project? I got some brackets. These are brackets are made Chinese made. They're not American made. They're not US made. They're made from China. Probably not the best quality product, but they do the job. You know what I'm saying? What they're made to do is they're made to hold LED lights, like on off-road trucks and stuff like that. You need fog lights, you put these on your truck, you put the fog lights into the hole. That's what these are made for. Is it gonna hold a stabilizer? I think the fog lights bouncing on the off-road. I think this would be better. I got some screws, got two bolts, two washers, two spacers. Bolts, I got them at Rockies, but I will put a link down in the description for some bolts like this that you can purchase if you want some. Spacers, I got it from my man Jeff. Jeff got these for me. I'll put a description down if you need those too. And I also got bolts, which I got from Rockies, but I might put a description for that. But, so, let's get on to this. My brackets, first what we're gonna do is put our brackets on here. So, what I had to do is, where's my Allen key at? So, what I had to do is first, I'm gonna be using this one, I'm gonna be mounting this one first. These brackets, they're close as I can find to fit onto this bike. They're not perfect, all right? So, what you gotta do is, so see how that's on there, but it's not tight? So it comes with these little things here. And you put these inside there, like so. And it's gonna give you the width you need. So we're gonna be putting this, so we're gonna measure from this little bracket right here, this metal bracket right there, we're gonna be measuring over 1 inch, which I have a mark right there, you can see. Yep, 1 inch from there. And we're just gonna put this on at the end of there. We're gonna be putting it on this way here. Now that I got the front screw in and the back screw in, I got it pretty loose. So what you wanna do is you wanna keep it a little loose because you're gonna have to move this around a little bit. So what I do is, you wanna try to have these gaps the same. But what I do is I put the back one a little smaller So when I have to tighten it up at the end, I only have to do the top one. So it'll try to close it up to be the match. So you want this trying to have gaps close to the match. So I measured 1 inch from this bracket here over, and I made a mark. 1 inch from there, and I made a mark right there. So we're gonna move this over to that 1 inch mark. All right, and then now we're gonna measure from this piece right here. Well, basically this piece here, this right here, want to the top of this to be 1 inch. That's where we want that to be, about 1 inch. So that'd be like, this drops a little bit, so it'll be a little bit above. So that'll probably run inch around there, pretty close. So now once we get that, that's closer. All right, so as you see, from the top of this bracket to the bottom, to the top of this piece here, should be 1 inch. Now we can tighten it up. So we already got the bottom one pretty tight, so now we only got to tighten up the top one here. All right, guys. So with the so this one that's gonna go here, this one's gonna go on your drive shaft. The other bracket that's gonna go on your drive shaft. This bracket, that one had 2 little things. This one comes with a little rubber. So it has different sizes. It has a little shoes that go inside here, but it also has these little rubber ones. This little rubber strip, which is the skinniest one you can use. So you're gonna want to use that rubber strip on this bracket here. It's not ideal, like the size for the pipe, so it's not like the perfect thing, but you know what I'm saying, it works. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? That's all I can say. It works. You know what I'm saying? It's probably not the best quality product, but it works. You know what I'm saying? Can-Am Ryker is not the best quality product, but it works. But so what you want to do is you make sure what you're doing is your wheels, the reason your wheels are turned all the way to the right is because now when you put your wheel straight, this is going to be at the back of your bike. So that's why you do everything like that. So when you have your wheel straight, everything's back into the back. So everything's lined up in the right spot. So what I had to do is I had to measure 5.5 inches from this piece here. And that piece right there, up. And I made a mark right there, 5.5 inches from right there, up 5.5 inches. Now we're gonna install this here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna put something down here so we don't drop our screws down there and lose them. Guys, so what we're gonna be doing is we got our mark. I put a couple, I put a hoodie in there. Hoodie in there. And now I'm gonna put this bracket on there. Why? Because I don't want to drop screws down there. You drop a screw down there and you lose it, you don't find it. Trust me, they got the pin on the bottom of there. You bang on there and you hear the screw rattling, and you keep banging and you hear it rattling. You're like, oh, I can get it. And you keep banging, and all of a sudden, it stops rattling. You're like, where the fuck did it go? Because it's stuck on something now. And it's like, what the fuck? Now you just like, now you're like stressing. Now you're shaking your bike, going panicking, and then you never find it. It never ever finds it. So we don't want that to happen. No, I know, I did. It happened to me. My bike. I was doing my bike, did the exact same thing. Dropped it. All right, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna move from this hole to this hole. Has to be 4.5 inches. So the center of this hole. I'll move my head once I see it in the right spot. All right, so the center of that hole on the top and the center in the hole in the bottom, you want those from this center to the center, 4.5 inches. So that's what we're gonna do right there. All right, now once we got it there, now you wanna leave that where it's at. And you wanna turn the whole wheel. And we're gonna tighten those up now. So if you look at your gap on the front and then your back side, if they're not the same, you can loosen up your back side a little bit, tighten your front side, and vice versa. All right, so I think I got that tightened up pretty good. We're gonna bring the wheel back all the way to the right again, and we're gonna remeasure from the center of here to center of here to see if we're where we need to be. Center to center, I got 4.5. Bing bong. That's what I said. This is tight. Make sure that's tight. All right, that's tight. That's tight, go. All right, now. All right. All right, guys, so we got our screws. So what we got for screws is we got a I forgot what size screw this is. 7, that's not 7/16. I forgot what screw it is. You know what? I forgot what size screw it is. I'll put it right down there. I'll put it right down there what size screw this is. But I know it's 2 inches long. I got the nut to fit. We got the nut with the lock washer. Has a rubber in there, so once you put it on, it's tight. We got aluminum spacers for the size screw that we got there. The aluminum spacer is, let's see, we can measure that. I think it's a 1/2 inch. Oh, that's yeah, that's a 1/2 inch spacer. 1/2 inch spacer. So, as I told you guys already, my man Jeff sent these over. So we want to put this on. We're gonna look at mine real quick. We're gonna want to have the screws at the top. And we're gonna measure from, guys. So when you're assembling your stabilizer, you're gonna have this side is gonna be pointing, the eyes gonna be pointing in the front. This is gonna point in there. When you slide this on here, you're gonna want to have your screws facing the top. So once you have your screws facing the top, not facing the bottom, screws facing the top, and we're gonna be measuring this. This is all the way down, push all the way in. We're gonna be measuring from here to here, 4 inches. From the center of this circle to the center of that circle, about 4 inches. So we're gonna measure that there. So, all right, guys. So now that we got this at 4 inches, we're gonna snug these screws down. Snug these screws down a little bit more, so we don't want that moving while we're doing this. So now we're gonna be installing this onto the top side of there. We're gonna be putting. All right, guys. So now that we got this all, got the 2 inches, got the 4 inches. Putting this in there, we're gonna put the screw through the bracket. We're gonna put the spacer through the screw. We're gonna put the screw through the spacer second, and then we're gonna put on our nut. And we're gonna twist on our nut. All right, we got that on there. Let me double check this screw here on this, because I think this moved a little bit before. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our second screw, we're gonna put it through here, through the stabilizer, through the washer, through the bracket, and then put our bolt on again. Now we're gonna tighten everything up. All right, guys, so see, we got it in there. Screws is all tightened up, brackets all tightened up. Let's give her first turn and see what she looking like. She's moving. Good, right? And bam, guys. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. DIY steering stabilizer brought to you by your boy King Jaffe Joe 413. This video was only for educational and entertainment purposes. Alright, guys, I hope you liked the video. If you liked it, hit me a like button, give me some of them likes. Because if you've seen this video, you already had to give me 50 likes. Let me get some more of those. Peace.